the way this stuff works, it's very different. So what we're going to do is I'm going to sort of explain the method of cooking that Platinum does. And then after that, we're going to go in the kitchen. I'm going to cook, you guys watch, and then when I'm done, you guys are going to clean up. We're going to eat. Then, we're going to clean up. That's what he's there for, yeah. And then after dinner, we're going to do the pot test, which is perfectly legal. But what we're going to do is show you what...
Sweet!
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Eugene.
Okay, so we'll show you what happens when you cook in some different cookware, and then I'll show you what we have, and then we're done. So we should be finished 1:30, 2 o'clock, so...
Ooh, it's faster this time.
Sit back.
It's
So, you probably don't care, but I'm going to tell you how I got started doing this. Because, I mean, it's a weird job, right? Like going into people's houses and cooking and whatnot. So basically what happened, my wife and I, we got invited to our friend's house for dinner, right? So we show up, and here's this guy with all these pots and pans, and I'm like, oh, they totally sucked us in, because they didn't tell us anything about cookware. So we're like, okay, fine. So we're sitting through it. Halfway through, my wife starts to do this move, right? Because she's Greek and loves to cook, and I break out into cold sweat, because I figured this is what cost me money, right? And it did, hence why I'm here. So we bought a set. And then I said, you know, this stuff is really awesome. I could totally sell this. I believe in the whole concept. So I said, can you make any money doing this? And they said, oh yeah, you can do quite well. So I went down to the office and had an interview. And this has been my full-time job for 22 years.
Whoa.
Okay. So that's my story.
It's been around that long?
It's been around 34 years.
Wow.
Long time. All right? So there you go. So I tell you that too because we need help. Seriously, we have more dinners than people, okay? We're always calling, can we move your dinner? Because we just do not have enough consultants to do these. So if you know anybody who likes cooking and likes people, we've got some part-time positions available. It's a lot of fun, and the money is good, and, you know, cooking. And
So it's not just commission-based only?
it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then how come you say $40,000 a year starting wage?
Because I'll tell you at the end. You'll see why.
Do I get prizes for asking all the questions? Because
No.
usually in these kinds of things, you get a prize every time you ask a question.
We'll get to that later. Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Oh, you get a prize. You're getting cookware, sweetheart.
Okay, so the company that I work for is called Antix, and we're the Oregon, Washington, Utah, Idaho distributor for the Platinum cooking system. Okay, and we're right down the street, Hall Boulevard in Nimbus. Okay, so we're very close.
Yeah, I drove past it the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is. There's the Platinum place.
So the Better Business Bureau, we're A1 rating with the Better Business Bureau. Official cookware for the Bite of Oregon. So if you guys ever go to the Bite, when they do the Iron Chef competition, they use all of our stuff. KGW News has done a feature on us. Epicurious.com, if you ever go there, great spot for recipes. So they've done a review on Platinum cookware. So in the culinary community, we're pretty well known. It's an American company, imagine that, based in California. Now, I keep forgetting to change the slide. We just moved our headquarters to Las Vegas because apparently it's better for corporate taxes. So we're now based out of Las Vegas. So company's been in business for 34 years, so it's not a new company. And it's one of the biggest cookware companies in the country. They sell 5,000 sets of pans every month. So that's a lot of pots, right? And then we're based in Europe, in Asia, in South Africa, in Australia, so we're all around the world. But this is what's really cool, the warranty. It's unlimited lifetime warranty. So, you know, lifetime warranty is a good thing, right? But how unlimited is better is it covers everything. Like even whatever you do to it. So you burn up a pot, you break it, drive over it with your Tahoe, they will replace it for free. Like
We're going to try that with these guys, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Where's the
top.
top?
Yeah, I know. Put it under there and just floor it, yeah. So, that's pretty cool. They're the only cookware company that has a warranty like that. So basically you get it once and that's it for life. Yeah. Let's see, where can you get it? You can't buy it in the stores. Hello? They don't sell it on TV, they don't sell it on the internet. The only place you can get Platinum is from one of these dinner things. And people always say, well, how come? Like, why can't I just go to a normal store and buy it? The reason why is because of how it works. It's just one of those things we have to show you. Like if we wrote on the side of the box what it does, you just go, this doesn't make any sense. Is that true? You guys have seen it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's just one of those things you've got to show people, and you'll see. But how much do they cost? They're not cheap. That's why I had everybody sit down because I don't want anybody passing out. Pieces start at $50. A set can go anywhere from $1,300 up to $4,000. So not cheap, but you know anything that's good quality never is, right? But some of the features of it, which are really neat, it cooks twice as fast as a normal pan. Cleanup is amazing. Like wipe clean, like super easy. The flavor of your food is better. It saves you money. It reduces your carbon footprint because it uses half of the heat from the stove to cook your food, and it's a super healthy way of cooking. Now, why is that important? You know the problem, right? 1 out of 2 people get what disease?
I should know this because I've seen this before. I feel like I really ought to know
What's
this.
the number one killer in America? Heart disease, exactly. 1 out of 2 people get heart disease. 1 out of 3 get cancer. 1 out of 5 get diabetes. And then 1 out of 5 kids are obese, which is crazy, right? I mean, some school districts, they're taking PE right out of the curriculum. So, big problem with health in this country, right? And of course, it all has to do with our diet. So this is a super healthy way of cooking. Okay. Now the concept of it actually comes from the Mayo Clinic at Johns Hopkins University. Anybody ever heard of those places?
How old's Charlie? He's already hitting
I'm
them.
Anthony. Anthony.
Yeah, Paul, nice to meet you. Sorry I'm late.
Okay.
I didn't mean to disrupt the presentation.
No problem. No problem. Okay.
Now
So,
we have to start all over.
no.
You'll be tested on the first part of this, and you'll have to fail. We don't go back.
That happens.
Okay, so the Mayo Clinic, Johns Hopkins University says that we cook our food backwards. And that by the time we're done, all the good stuff is gone out of the food. And they call them the enemies of nutrition. This is pretty wild. So for example, let's say you're going to cook a potato, right? You take out the potato and you wash it and scrub it. And then usually, what's the next thing people do? They peel it. So what's in the peel?
All the vitamins.
Yeah, half of the vitamins are in the peel, right? And then we put it into the pot and we add water. So what does water do to the vitamins and minerals?
Takes the rest of it out.
It washes it out, right? So you lose all your vitamins and minerals. So you're actually not supposed to cook with water. And then you put the pot on the stove. You don't want to be there all day, so usually we crank the heat to high, right? And anything over 200 degrees kills the vitamins and minerals because they're super sensitive to temperature. So, and your enzyme is very sensitive to temperature. So, does anybody remember the temperature of boiling?
212.
Cheater.
You guys can't answer any questions.
I've known that though.
Okay.
I didn't learn it here.
Lisa knew that.
So boiling is too hot. It kills the vitamins. People say, well, that's okay. I don't boil. I steam my vegetables. As that's healthy, right? But steaming is actually worse than boiling. Anybody know why?
It's hot.
You can superheat steam.
Yeah, it's hotter, right? It's 232 degrees. And if you've ever like steamed broccoli, the water still turns green on the bottom. You see, so boiling's too hot. Steaming's too hot, and then there's microwaves, which is a whole new level of destruction. Okay,
I
like
used to have hair.
I used to have
Those kids got married.
it. Tim.
Microwaves change the molecular structure of our food so much your body really doesn't know what it is when it's eating it. So you just don't get any nutrition out of there whatsoever, right? So to keep your vitamins below 200, but you want to be above 170 to kill any of the bad bacteria in food. Okay. And then of course we have the cover off, and oxidation occurs because air and light gets in there and destroys vitamins. And the very last thing we do is we go over to the sink and do the old drain move, right? So what do you think's left?
Carcass.
Yeah, pretty well nothing, right? 5 to 10% of the vitamins and minerals are left, which is why doctors say, take what?
Multivitamin.
Vitamin supplements, right? Because we just don't get enough out of our food. So here's what Johns Hopkins University says. The combination of heat, water, and oxygen is disastrous to vitamins and minerals, so cook all foods below boiling to retain your vitamins and minerals. So that's how we're supposed to cook. So one person told me one time, great illustration, the way we cook, it's like making coffee. Imagine when the coffee's brewed, you pour the coffee down the sink and you eat the grounds. Be ridiculous, right? But isn't that what we do with our food? Right? Because Because we use water to strip everything out of the food, dump the water, and then what's left over has no flavor, so we need butter, salt, pepper to make it taste good. Isn't that funny? You know, so it's really backwards how we cook. So Platinum was designed to cook the way Mayo Clinic says. So in here, we don't peel the vegetables, we don't add any water, so you keep your vitamins and minerals. We cook below 200 degrees, so it doesn't destroy anything. We can fry without oil. We cook in a sealed container, so there's no oxidation of the food. And then there's nothing to drain out of it because we didn't add any water. Okay? So this way of cooking, you get 93% of the vitamins instead of 5 or 10. So huge difference. And so you'll notice that in the flavor of the food. Okay? So that's a concept. So come on in the kitchen, I'll cook, and you can see how it works.